When I had spinal fusion surgery, I expected a slow recovery, but I didn't expect what happened next. It was a bump in the road, but I got through it, and you can too. Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Living My Best Life in My 70s. Today, I want to share an honest experience of spinal fusion surgery, from the operation itself to an unexpected complication, and how I fully recovered. If you're facing spinal surgery or supporting someone who is, I hope this video gives you some comfort and a bit of strength too. Let's rewind about 20 years. I had my first back surgery, a lumbar discectomy. I was 20 years younger and I healed beautifully. With physiotherapy, I was strong enough to fly overseas and start a physically demanding job just 3 months after my op. Now, I'll admit I probably overdid it. I didn't always treat my back with the respect that it deserved. But I got away with it at that time, and for many years thereafter, until about 4 years ago. Suddenly one day I developed an excruciating pain in my back and in my left leg. I went to see my physio, and bless him, he took one look at me and he said, "I'm not touching your back. You need to see a neurosurgeon." After an MRI scan, the neurosurgeon confirmed what I feared, that I needed a spinal fusion between my L4 and L5 vertebrae. The pain was unbearable, and I had to wait a few weeks for the surgery. The surgeon's schedule was full and there was no theatre availability. During that time, I was prescribed pain medication, which honestly is a story for another video. In fact, I've made a video on it. I'll link it. It's called Addicted in 30 Days. I'll link it below. And as you can hear, it's another story all on its own. Anyway, the surgery day finally happened. And it went well. The hospital staff were incredible. My physio had me out of bed the very next day. I walked slowly with help up and down the corridor of the hospital. And each day I got a little better. The pain was manageable because there too, I noticed that they did everything in their power to keep me pain-free. By day 5, I was climbing stairs with the physio, and I was discharged. After that, after I'd got that right, and I was sent home to continue recovering on my own. At home, I spent most of the time lying down or just walking gently, went for quite a few walks. Sitting was still too uncomfortable. And then about a week later, I sat down slowly in my lounge chair and zap. A bolt of what felt like electricity shot through my back. I just screamed. My husband phoned the surgeon immediately. We rushed to the ER. On his instruction, they did another MRI and they found a spinal fluid leak. I was in unimaginable pain. I was rushed back into the theatre for an emergency surgery to seal the leak. After the second surgery, I stayed in hospital for 4 more days. No physio this time, just rest and healing. Once home again, I had to start over. I did feel like I'd taken 10 steps back, actually, but I knew I was lucky that they had found the leak so quickly, because not finding a leak can be very dangerous. Full recovery from both surgeries took about 3 months. I'll never know exactly why the spinal fluid leak happened. It could have been from something tiny like a bit of bone left behind. Or maybe just one of those things that I'll never know the reason for. But I've made peace with it. I've made peace with the fact that I will never know. But here's what I do know. If you're going in for spinal fusion, or if you're recovering from one, or if someone you love is facing surgery, you're not alone, and please don't let them feel alone. Every recovery is different. Yes, mine had a complication, but I did recover, and you can too. The story isn't meant to frighten anyone. It's just my truth, my story. If this video helps even just one person feel more prepared, I'll feel grateful for that. If you've gone through a back surgery, or if you're facing one, I'd love to hear your story in the comments. Let's support each other. Please don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future chats we have about life, healing, and living our lives to the fullest. Until next time, take care of yourself, take care of your spine, and thanks to you. Bye for now.